JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. Listen, let's get to the IRS website because there's a lot of people checking on their stimulus payment, trying to figure out, are they eligible? What's the amount? And the IRS has provided some good information. They've just put on deck a way that if you have filed a return, but you've had some information that's changed, where you can log in to do that. But I've had a number of clients that have been texting me today, and they're saying, I went here and it says I wasn't eligible, or I went here and it says I couldn't do this, or I went here and it didn't provide an opportunity for me to put my account number. So let's do this. Let's just go to the IRS website together and let's take a look at it. So right now I'm just at the main one, irs.gov. And when you go, even if you're on your phone, you're going to see basically these things pop up. So the first thing to note is that when you see non-filers, enter payment info here. So the non-filer means that you are someone that is not required to file a tax return. Therefore, the IRS is not going to have your information. So let's just look at that, okay? This is not where you would go because you haven't filed yet. This is where you would go if you don't file a tax return, okay? So this kind of walks you through it, and then it says non-filers, enter payment info here. So people are seeing enter payment info here. They're thinking, oh, is this where I go so that I can get my money and if I haven't filed a return? So it says right here, you will receive Social Security, Railroad, and SDI benefits. The IRS will automatically send you your impact payment. See, these would be individuals that they may not have to file a tax return because they don't have enough to pay tax on, and if they're just getting Social Security, none of it's taxable. So it says, you have already filed 2019 tax return. Do not continue, it says. Okay, there's some confusion of, oh, if I've already filed, then I go here. No, it's saying don't continue. And then it says if your 2019 gross income exceeds 12.2, that's for single, 24.4 for married, or other reasons require you to file 2019. So what it's saying is if you got to file 19, you have a filing requirement, right? Your income is over those amounts. You don't go here. You were married at the end of 19 and are not submitting information here with your spouse. You were a U.S. citizen or a permanent residence in 2019. So do not continue if, okay, if you were not if you were married at the end of and not submitting information here with, okay? So it's kind of weird. You got to think of these things opposite in the sense of it's saying do not continue here if, not continue here if. Make sense? All right. So let's go back. That was here, that was this option of non-filers, okay? Now we go get info on economic impact payments. So we come here and it says get my payment. Filers, get your payment. Use the get my payment application to get payment status, confirm your payment type, enter your bank account info for the direct deposit. If we don't have your direct deposit info, bingo. Right? This is the one we've all been waiting for. Now over here where it says non-filers enter payment info, that's the area we just were. Okay? So get my payment. Okay? Check on the status. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. They just came out with it. Someone told me 178 million people tried to log in on this April 15th. So there's a ton of people, and basically every single person that texted me, their concern was, well, I went to that and it said, we're still determining your eligibility. We don't know if you're eligible. Well, I also have two clients that went to go check that and they were told that. And then they were like, oh, shoot, we actually already got our money deposited into our account. So not at all am I saying that this is an invalid area. It's just that this just came up. So get my payment. I'm not saying don't go to here. All I'm saying is if you go to here and it indicates that it doesn't know or it's still in progress or whatever, don't be discouraged by that, because I've also had people that they're now discouraged because they think, well, I must be not getting one, or when's it going to come? So anyway, see how it says right there, due to high demand, you may have to wait longer than usual to access the site. When have you ever seen that? I never have. I've never gone anywhere and I've had to get a number to be able to log in, okay? U.S. government system is for authorized use only. Okay, so you're going to click on this, and then you're going to enter in social, date of birth, street, zip, continue. Okay, you're going to want your tax return with you for the last time that you filed to make sure that you have all the information here. Okay, that's where you would want to go to get that information. Don't be discouraged if you don't get anything that is concrete to tell you. Then there's see if you're eligible, right? So you can economic impact center, and so people are looking here. So when you're looking at your tax return, if you're trying to figure out what number are we talking about here, yo? All right, so if we go to Form 1040, and we're going to go to Form 1040 2018, okay? So prior year, so this is probably going to bring up 19. Let's look. Yep, just as I had thought. So we're going to go and we're going to look at 2018. You don't need to go here, but when you're looking at your 2018 tax return, okay, the line item that you're looking for when you're trying to determine, okay, am I above, am I below, is this adjusted gross income. It's line 7 for 2018, okay? It's called adjusted gross income, okay? So for 2018, it's line 7. Okay, if it's below 75,000 single, you're getting all of it. If it's below 150,000 married filing jointly, you're getting all of it. This line 7, if it's above 75 single and lower than 99, it's going to be phased out. If it's married filing jointly, you are above 150 but below 198, it's going to be phased out. For single, if it's above 99,000, you're not getting any. Married filing jointly, if it's above 198,000, you aren't getting any. Now, when you're looking at, okay, well, who am I going to get it on? Okay, well, if you've got 2 of you listed here, it's $2,400, and then for each dependent, it's $500. Now, the ones you're going to get it on are the ones that are qualified for this child tax credit. Now, we'll tell you this, Amanda, okay, has a 17-year-old who normally wouldn't qualify, okay, but nonetheless got the $500. So I don't know if they're maybe they're making it if they're 18 or over. I don't know. There's nothing out there that's giving us an indication. We may have just been making an assumption on that. So anyways, then you're looking at if there's a credit for other dependent, you're not going to get the $500 on them. That's claiming your grandma, your aunt, you know, a kiddo that's in college, etc. So that's where you would look for 2018. It's adjusted gross income. Now for 2019, it's still the line item called adjusted gross income, but that is going to be, we go to 2019, okay, they changed things up. And so when you're looking at your adjusted gross income, let's see, 1040, 2019, you are at line 8A. I'm sorry, line 8B, just highlighted the wrong one, okay? Line 8B, this is your adjusted gross income. So for 2019, you're looking at 8B, adjusted gross income, okay? And it's the same numbers that I just told you that apply there. That's where you're looking. So if you filed 18 and not 19, look at what you did for 18. If you have filed 19, then you look at what was done here. Now, if you are looking at on the stimulus, who's eligible, right? Runs all the way through this. Who's not eligible? Okay, talks about the dollar amounts. You can be claimed as a dependent on somebody else's return. For example, this would include a child, student, older dependent, right? So if someone can be claimed as a dependent, okay, that person will not get it. Doesn't matter if they're in college, doesn't matter if they make over 12K. If they're a dependent of somebody else or can be claimed as such, then they're not going to get it. The $500 does not go to the kid. It goes to the parent. And to the extent of the phase out, it's going to apply both to the dollar amount that's going to the kid. And I don't mean to the kid, on the kid, right? The $500. So if you have, married couple, and they have 2 kids, that's $2,400 plus 500 plus 500, right? We're talking $3,400. Okay. But if they're between the thresholds, okay, there's going to be a phase out of that full $3,400. It's not going to go to the kid, period. And it's not going to be that the parents get phased out, but the parents still going to get $500 on each kiddo. So at the end of the day, this is what's new. We've got that area that you will be able to go in, and it says get my payment. So irs.gov, get info on economic, boom, get my payment, right? Get my payment. That means you've already filed 19 or 18. Then you walk through these steps. All right. So that's going to hopefully relieve a little bit of anxiety, so to speak. I would tell you this, if you got a direct deposit, right? If you got a refund, an 18 or 19, maybe you got a refund in 18 and you owed on 19, right? Maybe you filed 19 and you owed, but they're going to have that for 18 or 19. Don't log in. There's no purpose. If you're worried about whether or not you're going to get it, go look at your returns, okay? So the thing is that all you're going to do is walk away today going, oh, I don't know, am I eligible? It didn't say I was. It says it's in progress. They're not sure. They couldn't determine, okay, because it just came up. So save yourself a little agony and just look at your returns. Do you qualify? Yes. Then sit back and just wait. They're coming, okay? You don't need to, don't waste energy, okay, trying to get all worried about it, okay? Look at your tax returns. If you're below the threshold, you're getting it all. If it's between the thresholds, okay, then spend the time, do the math, whatever it's going to be, what it's going to be, okay? So from my perspective, here's why you'd want to go there, okay? You owed both years, okay? This is why you want to go in and say, hey, I need to give you my info. You've moved, okay? You want to go in there and say, hey, here's my new address, all right? If you haven't moved and you haven't changed a bank account and you've gotten a refund in either 18 or 19, you don't need to go into that. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. And not that it's your fault, but you're just causing issues for everybody else trying to log in for you to just try and get some kind of reassurance that you don't really need. Okay, because I know it's exciting. You want to check on it. What's my status? And okay. Now, you hit Monday. You want to check on your status because you thought you had bank account information with them and you haven't gotten your money yet. And you've looked at your 18 and 19. You're like, well, I'm not fully phased out, or I'm not phased out. Well, then you can go look. Maybe Sunday night, go look. Right? And look anytime you want. All I'm saying is you're just wasting time and energy being concerned about it. Okay? Go do your own homework. Figure it out. And then just wait. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get it to you. If you don't go here, what happens? So they're just going to mail you the check. Okay? They're just going to mail it to you. So if you got a new account, if you have a new address, go there. Don't go here right now to try and figure out, do I qualify and how much? What's the point? Just go look at your 18 and your 19. If you want to know how much phase out it is, you're actually not going to get the answer here. Right? They just don't have it yet. It's overwhelmed. Right? This would be after it's been processed through and you're sitting here 2 weeks from now trying to figure out what's going on. Not status of, is I going to be here tomorrow or Friday? So I get we're all anxious, and why are we anxious? Because it should have freaking been here a long time ago, right? You got people getting, $86,000 on their PPP last week, on Friday, and you still got people waiting for their $1,200, $2,400, $3,400. So nothing wrong with being stressed. I'm just trying to put you at ease. irs.gov, spots to go, okay? All right, hey. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I appreciate it if you did. If you got any shred of value here. And if you made it to this, I'm sure you did. And if you'd hit the subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. And then guess what? You've never met a CPA quite like me. All right. Hey, thanks for tuning in. JJ the CPA out.